going to a pool hall with your friends, maybe your girlfriend, or you just happen to be in a situation that it requires you to play some pool, if you've played or not, maybe this video can help you out. Just giving you some quick tips and maybe a little slight tutorial on how to play pool. Some things that you need to look for is, especially if you're at a bar, most of the cues are pretty bad and probably warped or curved. Actually, the tip is probably the most important part you want to look for. You want to look for that sort of real round, not bloated out and rolled on the table. If it wobbles, the stick is probably curved. The second step is obviously how to chalk. Just try to brush it just a little bit. It gets the top part and really just fully chalks up the cue, and is probably the best overall. Most important things is the mental game of pool. Being able to assess the table, be able to look from one shot to the next. Something that you have to be able to look and see your problem spots, see from one shot to another, try to think like a pool player, not only act like a pool player or shoot like a pool player. Aiming and your stance. It's probably the most important part of your fundamentals, and those fundamentals carry you on basically all the way to the top. If you don't have good fundamentals, you're not going to be a great pool player. And that really starts with your stance. Having your feet straight, having your feet in line, having your arm almost like at a 90-degree angle, always having your hand pretty loose. If you grip it too hard, you're going to move the cue up. And of course, having a good bridge. The more stable you can put your bridge out, the better. It's something that'll help your game substantially. And of course, the fifth step would be your shot. The biggest mistake that I see people make, or the biggest mistake, is when people poke the ball. They don't follow through, they just barely tap it, just barely hit the cue ball. What you want to do is you want to follow through on every single shot. That means your cue just falls all the way through the cue ball, like you're almost aiming 4 inches past the cue ball, if you will. I see a lot of people do is, people hit it too hard. Sometimes the ball requires pace, but people just slamming into it. There's no reason you really need to hit it that hard all the time. And it's something that, especially when it comes to dealing with side pockets, it's probably going to make you miss. One of the biggest things in terms of amateur players is they should try to maybe hit the ball a little softer. If you miss, at least get it to the pocket. I know some of these tips and tricks will probably help everyone if they're in the situation to play pool and they don't want to look like a fool.